Hi, I'm KareyBrown, broker, owner of Realty Executives Preferred Advisors, and I'm back here with Robert Wilson from Landmark Bank. Say hi to Robert. So we are going to be talking about credit scores and how to build them. A lot of times people have no credit, they have bad credit, and there are all these different ways that we can help you get that to where you're able to buy a home. So let's talk about them.
Yeah, there's always a lot of different ways we can do to help build your credit. I would always contact your mortgage lender first, just so you have an idea of what they're going to be looking for. The easiest and quickest way to build a score is usually going to be a secured loan, especially if you haven't had any credit before, because obviously, those are the easiest type of a loan when it comes to less risk with the lender. So they're going to secure like either a savings account, maybe a CD if you have one, a vehicle that doesn't have a lien against it. That's going to be an installment loan that's going to help build your credit. There's also always ways to build credit with revolving, contacting a local bank, somebody in regards with a credit card. Things like that off the start will help build your credit, and you can see as quick as usually almost 6 months to start to get your score built up just by doing a couple of those little things.
You can also get secured credit cards like the first timers, right?
Correct, and this is a lot like a secured loan. They're going to hold back so much money probably out of your account, and that way if you were to default, they can go and get those funds. But if you can, hopefully you don't default, because now we're having bad credit as well with the no credit.
And that's really bad. That's a double whammy.
Yes.
So just know. Okay, so let's talk about, say for instance, they've made their payments and they want to just check to see where they are. Mm-hmm. Where's a good place?
A good place is you can always go to annualcreditreport.com. Some people check Credit Karma. Those scores are not going to probably be completely accurate to what a lender is going to have, because we're going to get the exact scores, and they have their own scoring system involved with it. But it's going to give you an idea of, hey, do I have a score out there now? Make sure there's no collections out there I have, or something that you didn't know that was on your credit report that could come back and bite you in the future. But in the end, you always contact your mortgage lender. We're going to be able to pull your credit. Obviously, you don't want to be pulling it a bunch of different times, but one time after you've had your new credit for like 6 months, would it be a great idea to contact your mortgage lender to find out where you are with your score.
And when you're building credit, it's always great to ask them, do you report to the credit bureaus? Because there are some banks that don't, unless, of course, it's bad. Then they will. You want the good. So be sure and ask those questions. So any other tips that you would give to someone who is doing the first time just getting credit built?
If you are getting like a credit card, try not to, don't max that credit card out. If you can keep that score anywhere between that, or that dollar amount between 20 to 40% of what your credit limit is, it's going to help increase your score more. If you were to go out to have a $500 credit limit and you had a $400 or $500 balance on there, yes, you're going to build some credit, but it also is going to hurt knowing that it looks like you're maxing out your potential limit.
And is it important that they pay it off each month? Actually,
if you could avoid paying it off each month, if you're trying to build the credit, it'll help. The credit bureaus really don't see if you're paying it off each month. So it looks like you have this credit card, but it's not being used. You're not making any payments on there. So if you could, just make the minimum payment, especially for that first year, the longer you have that loan, the more, of an opportunity for your score to move up.
And is it true that you should never get rid of your first line of credit? Because you want to establish the years that you've had.
Correct. If you can, that's true. If you can, you don't want to have anything more than probably 2 if you can. Don't run out there and get 4 or 5 credit cards, because that doesn't help either. But if you can keep a couple of them, the longer you have loans and the longer you keep making payments without missing any payments, the better your score is going to be.
And there you have it. Give us a call. Robert, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can reach me at 785-228-8619, or you can always email me at rwilson@banklandmark.com.
And to call us, 785-213-5188, or email us at preferredadvisorsteam@gmail.com.